3. You're on air. Hello, this is Samuel Brock Flynn Show, on air with the movie director and writer of Wages of Sin, 2007. And I think we're going to have an interview. Yeah, we're going to have an interview with Nathyn Masters for tomorrow at 4 o'clock p.m. Central Standard Time. So, here he is on air.
How everybody going? Tomorrow at is it 4 o'clock or 5 o'clock? Is it 4 o'clock?
Yeah, 4 o'clock.
All right, tomorrow 4 o'clock I will be on the air with Samuel. So hope you guys listen in.
Okay. It'll be about Wages of Sin. Can you just tell a little bit brief information?
Wages of Sin is, or was my second feature film. We shot back in 2006, and we released it in 2007, and it got a little bit of popularity. It was one of the first films that was released with Apple TV in mind, and so when we released it in a manner that it could be streamed, and people could buy it and put it on their iPod or play it from Apple TV, things of that nature. We never actually got on iTunes, but we did get a little notoriety from that, a little popularity from that, and eventually I released it on YouTube, which is where it's at right now, and people can see it for free. And so since then we've done 2 more films, and right now I mainly produce movies for YouTube.
Oh, cool. That sounds very cool. Sounds like you have a good network there on that. And
That's right.
I'm a YouTube partner as well, so I mean, it makes 2 of us, kinda.
Oh, that's awesome.
So, I broadcast live and things like that. So, yeah, I'm with Google, but it may not say on my profile. But it does say on my YouTube profile. It says YouTube partner.
On your channel, on your YouTube channel.
Yeah, it just says that we're a YouTube partner, so I guess so.
So I look forward to tomorrow, and
it'll be 4 o'clock.
I think it's going to be good.
Yeah, it'll be 4 o'clock, and yeah, I'm inviting people. I put it on Craigslist and our web pages and things like that to tell people about it, and also we told people about it on Twitter already, because they automatically get our stats and things through Facebook.
Oh, nice.
So Facebook's kind of connected with YouTube, Twitter, and the whole 9 yards, kind of.
Oh, okay, you have everything, all your stuff linked up?
Yeah, just to one thing, and then the post goes out like everywhere. Like that.
Good.
So
Are you using a Buffer, or are you using one of those services? Or do you just link it up through link it up through YouTube?
Well, we do. It's linked up to all my social networks, I guess you would say, and so when you post something, it will link it to each one of them and say that I posted on Twitter and YouTube and all that. When you actually don't have to do anything. Actually, it's just kind of like a lazy way of doing things.
Well, no, I have all my stuff linked up like that as well. When I post something on Facebook, it goes to my Twitter, and it goes to it actually goes on Twitter as well as my Tumblr, and it goes to our website So, we're always updating on the website and stuff of that nature too. So that it works out. We use there's a website called if this then that, and you can link everything up through there depending on what pages they have and everything. So what page they allow you to link. So pretty cool actually.
Yeah, I like it. Yeah, it's we have you on here on our event page that we have. Not on our show. Did you come and like our web show on the Facebook?
I haven't yet, but wait a minute. I may have already, and if not, I can do that right now because I'm actually on the computer.
It's Samuel Brock Flynn Show, or look up Samuel Brock Flynn, and you'll get a lot of this and that, the other.
I got you right here, Samuel Brock Flynn. Hold on. Okay, I got your personal page. Let me see if I can find your actual radio page. Let's see. Okay, got it. And it is liked.
It is what?
Yep, I just liked it.
Okay, cool. Yeah, it's nice talking to you and knowing about your film, though, and I'm glad to hear about the situation, and, yeah, it'll definitely promote, but I will try to figure out how some more promotion tools that we could get this thing towards to about tomorrow's talk show.
All right.
And so
Sounds
come and visit my website, and if you need anything, submit through our website. I think we have it now. So yeah. So you'll be it's a network that we are set up with to do that.
Great. Sounds good. And so I will talk to you tomorrow, and we'll have a great show. And I'll tell you guys all about Wages of Sin and Epitaph and all those other great films that I have.
Yeah.
So, let's see. Hold on a second. Let me put this here so I remember it. Great. So that way I'll know that you're supposed to be calling tomorrow. So.
Yeah, it will. I'll be calling you through the 865 number, and then you're supposed to use the 619-393-6781 number to get onto the show and talk to us, and I'll be able to get you featured too on the internet too. So,
okay.
Do you have a Wikipedia page?
I had one, but they took it down. There was like some discrepancies over whether I was actually a person of Wikipedia worth, but it stayed up there for about a year or so, and then they finally took it down. So.
Wow, I didn't know they'd take something like that down. I mean, I seen it earlier.
Yeah, they will take it because they have there's various people who write for Wikipedia, and they can kind of decide whether or not your page belongs up there or not. So I am on the Encyclo. I'm there. They have little information about me there, but that's about it. The information they have there came from my old Wikipedia page.
Yeah. I was gonna tell you something about how you can solve these Wikipedia deletion problems, you could get, here's a thing called Wikia, WIKIA.com, which is a website, wiki page to where you can write about yourself, your web show, anything, for example, and that's what you can do with it. You can do a lot of stuff with it. I don't know much about it, but you can, like, I do know a little, but you can just create some pages and what have you, and you got your own self a Wikipedia site or whatever you want to call it, wiki page, and then there you go. And it's,
I might look into that.
And it's free.
What happened? We had a Wikipedia, and I think when they finished looking it over, they just kind of decided that the information wasn't from enough sources. Even though if you do like a Google search on my name, you'll find like, you'll find like a ton of stuff. But they're specifically looking for independent sources. So they're looking for sources that are, I guess, like newspaper and television sources that, you had nothing to do with. So like if you do a page about yourself, the source material has to come from, other places. And plus, you're really not supposed to you're not even supposed to do one about yourself. So, I had to kind of, when you
I was going to say, don't worry, because I did one on myself, and they took it down, like, right after a few days, and,
well, you have to get somebody to do the page. You have to actually, there are people out there who specifically do Wikipedia pages, so you have to get somebody to do the page, and they still, might take it down. So, so it all depends on how they're feeling at the moment. They can be a little bit lax, or they can kind of really, move in there and do something.
Oh yeah, I know. I know what you mean. I am a Wikipedia administrator, though.
Oh, nice.
So, yeah, it is, I would like to rebuild your page, but I don't know if they'll approve it or not, is the only thing, because it's like a group kind of thing, meeting on the web, and they decide. So that's the only part I would, actually, my show has a wiki. Could I create a wiki page for you?
Wait, say it again?
Could I create a wiki page for you?
Wait, did you create one for me?
I was asking you, could I?
Could I? We're probably going to have somebody actually do one after there's enough information and stuff out there about me and what I'm doing and stuff. Because the way I see it is, it's better to have the source material and stuff ready, and it's better for it to be there than to have the page up and then it gets deleted again. Because then it'll become like this thing where the page gets up and deleted over and over and over. So we're going to have it done. We're going to have somebody really do it once there's enough good information out there from enough sources and everything.
Well, you can use our source. I could tell you that. It may not say yet on we're real news or talk show or whatever, but that's because there's just it's just because we're getting started now. We got started between 2013 2014, and then there you go. So when it takes some times over the year, and but I have experience in website building and little HTML coding, but
you do what type of HTML do you do? Do you do the new
I don't do
new kind of
I don't do HTML5.
HTML with the Java and all that stuff. The HTML5 or.
Yeah, I was gonna tell you, I don't do that.
Okay.
I wish I could, but I do some Java, but I don't do much.
I used to do like when HTML originally came out. I used to do HTML coding. I used to know like the HTML 2.0, 3.0, HTML4, and then I just kind of stopped from there. But we had hand coders. We had programs that would help you hand code, and nowadays they don't even use those anymore. A lot of people don't even try to hand code websites, and they have a lot of sites, a lot of things that will do your website for you and everything nowadays.
Yeah, everything's built by just a simple click and things. Mine's not that way. My stuff is not that way. You have to build it yourself.
Oh yeah.
And
have you checked out Wix?
What's it called?
Have you checked out Wix?
Yeah, it's that yeah, and other places. Yeah, I've seen that.
Because I have a friend that has a Wix site. It turned out really really nice, but they really look like really old school HTML sites. I mean, that's really what these Wix sites look like. These sites look like the kind of sites you would make like 10 years ago, except they have enough coding in them that they look more professional. But the basic breakdown of them, they look like old sites.
Well, did you know the HTML stuff? You can actually, I found one. It's called an IP block from your website, where you can do an IP blocker in a HTML format, and it can block people's IP off your website if they're violating your terms of service, or if they're maliciously looking up your website every minute or every day or whatever. Just kind of like that. But
well, our website really, we don't have any real service on our website. The only thing that people could really do on our website is just read information and maybe comment on it. so we don't really offer anything that we would have to be banning anybody or anything of that nature. Our website is very simple. The Time Code Mechanics website is timecodemechanics.com, and it's actually a blogger site, so it's just very cut and dry. We put up there what's going on with the company and stuff. A lot of the stuff that's on the site you can see on our web page. I mean, on our Facebook page and everything. So we keep it simple. We try to keep it simple.
yeah.
Yep.
I agree with you on that, but our website, I try to keep it simple for people to use too, not just all sorts of stuff to know.
Well, what I do is I get a blogger page, and then I point the IP address to the blogger page, so when someone types in our address, it goes straight to the blogger page. It's just the most simplest way to do it. Although I am thinking about changing that to Tumblr. I'm thinking about doing that, but I don't know if I'm going to do that or not. I really like Tumblr.
What is that exactly?
Tumblr is it's like a microblogging site. So if you go to Tumblr, TUMBLR.com, it's just like a little microblogging site. It's like a mix of Facebook, Twitter, and Blogger. It's like all rolled up into one.
Oh.
But it's more of a blog and less
I was wondering, I was like, well, I've heard of it before, and I think been on a few of the websites, but I thought, I don't know. I wouldn't want to run a website by this because I guess because it's more or less of a picture video website, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's why I don't use it.
But you can embed your radio shows and things. You can embed those into the post.
Yeah.
So it would work out real nice for something like what you're doing. It would work out really nice.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because you could just embed your let's see, what's your address? Samuel BrockFlynn.com.
No, Samuel
Is that what
Brock
it
Flynn
is?
Show.
Samuel BrockFlynnShow.com, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's see. You could take that. You could take SamuelBrockFlynnShow.com, and you could point that to the blogger page.
Oh, well, that'd be a redirect.
Post all your stuff on the blogger page, and you could list it as like a blog style format.
Yeah, that's a redirect page that you're talking about.
Pretty much for the most part.
Yeah, I fully understand. I know what you mean on that. I've done a little bit of redirecting myself. I've done I have completed subdomains and all this other stuff that you can think of, and a few other things. But some of it I've just quit what I've done kinda and just went on to focusing on some other things than what I have already, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
So you can't have your own you can't have your website run you crazy.
Well, but see, that's the beauty of it. Since they do their own, since those sites are taken care of by the company.
Yeah.
You don't have to really worry about maintenance because they take care of their own stuff.
I would like to say I don't have people doing that. They do. Well, it's homestead websites, and it's me having to be responsible, not them. But that's because I chose that because I know what I was doing,
Mm-hmm.
and so forth, and it's because I knew what I was doing and so forth. Them, I don't know if I'd trust them on my website. It's the matter of trust of if they're gonna if they're going to delete the website without us knowing, or if they're gonna or somebody's gonna steal it or something like that.
Organizations like Blogger and Tumblr and places like that, they're just there and they're free to use, and they wouldn't delete your site or anything unless you were doing something illegal or against the terms of service. And quite frankly, any web service would do that if you were going against their terms of service, and people kind of pointed it out to them. So, that wouldn't be something you really had to worry about.
Well, actually, I've actually had that to happen. We actually had a website one time. We just deleted the domain and things. Well, somebody took our domain from us, and it was some website, and we reported it, and I reported it to the website people, and they seen that it was a place that they were violating terms of service and terms of use of their services, and that that I was kind of like their, I guess you'd say, their cop of website things, but I'm not that. I'm just somebody that thought, well, I wonder if this domain is still up. I'll go look it up and so forth. But I like trying to bust people that's stealing websites and making us look bad and all that other stuff. It was somebody that made us look bad on our part.
If you have a website and the website stays, let's just say you have the website and then you let it go, and you don't pay for it anymore. There are people who will buy those websites up, so you have to buy the website from them if you want it back. So the best thing to do is have your website on auto renew. So whatever company you've got your website name through, that will just renew every year, so you don't have to go through that. Because we had a website that one of our websites a long time ago that somebody took from us, and we never did get it back, but it's not that big of a deal anyway, because now we just use our full company name, and that works out a lot better.
Oh, well, yep. I mean, I'm just letting you know, this has happened to me where when something like that takes place about somebody taking our websites and things, I mean, I tell you, that's really aggravating. I mean, that gets on your nerves, like,
Yep. So you gotta keep those websites. You gotta keep those websites paid for, because people will take them.
Oh yeah.
Especially if it gets a lot of traffic, they'll definitely take them.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been real interesting with these things going wrong around here. But at least I guess you'd say the good comes out of it.
Yep. And then you learn what to do next time it happens.
Oh yeah. So yeah, I totally get what you mean. I tell you, it's weird things happening.
Yeah,
so
it happens. It happens more often than you think.
Yeah, I think so too. But that's just not right way people are doing things. But people do about anything, then to do something, they'll do anything to get famous or get to do this, that, the other.
And it's really nothing you can do about it if the website is lapsed. Like if the person hasn't paid for the website or haven't paid for the name, because once that name is out there and it's available, somebody can buy it like immediately.
Like you said, just immediately, right afterwards.
Yep.
So it's kind of insufficient on some things. It's just strange. But anyways, I like building websites for companies. I'm supposed to build one for a church here in Crossville. I did a commercial for a church here in Crossville and got awarded for it big time.
Oh, nice.
And it was on television. Actually, it was a commercial that I put on television. And, and then people want to call me a liar around the county. And so I say whatever, because I know what happens and God knows what happens. And, once they do that, they'll have to pay for it when they talk to God, I guess. It's called judgment. People want to judge things by people. Never judge a book by its cover, I guess you would say.
So you kind of have your own business going there.
Kinda, yeah.
Pretty good.
And
Pretty good.
I just want to know, you can sign my guest book over there on the right.
On
the website.
On your website over there?
Yeah, you can sign my guest book.
Hold on. Let me get back to it.
I know.
Oh, okay, there we go. I haven't seen a guest book in years. Nice.
So, yeah, it's an interesting website, but